What's new, fathead?
Doc Owen here with Action Figure Times. Today we're not going to be talking toys, today we're going to be talking movies, because last night at the midnight showing I went and saw Thor. Now, last time I talked about a movie was with the Green Hornet, and I know it just came out on DVD recently, and I hope none of you have purchased a single DVD. It would break my heart to hear that. We need to send Seth Rogen a message to leave our heroes alone. But in the meantime, let's talk Thor. Now, first off, I understand with the Thor movie they were trying to blend both the Ultimate Universe and the Marvel Universe together. And for that, there's a couple things I need to let them slide on. But I'll tell you, one huge disappointment for me was that he only wore the helmet for about a minute to a minute and a half in the movie. And the problem was it was a tremendously cool helmet. I mean, this was one of the coolest things I've seen in a long time. And you know, Ninja Batman and I were talking recently, and he had just seen the Lou Ferrigno, but you know, the old Hulk, where Hulk met Thor and they battled, and he was talking about how goofy Thor's helmet looked and stuff. Well, this one was dynamite. I mean, it was something that, honestly, I'm not even really a Thor fan. I mean, I started reading the comics after you know, he came back to life after the whole Superhero Registration Act, and they had Ragnarok, the clone. I started reading it because, I mean, I remember, and I think it was issue 3, where he beat the sap out of Iron Man, and dude, that was cool. Gave him a beat down like nothing else. I mean, that was really wild, but, you know, I kind of lost interest in it. But this movie was very, very cool. But when I think about Thor, I think about the helmet. And if they make a prop, I think I might get one of those. In fact, it might be time to set the fedora aside for just a few moments to enjoy the helmet of Thor. Because you know, if you hold the hammer, if he be worthy, shall possess the power of Thor. And Chris Hemsworth did a great job. He possessed the power of Thor in a tremendous way. Now, I had to be honest, the long flowing hair, I mean, I understand in the comics they call him Goldilocks from time to time, but Chris Hemsworth did an excellent job. I mean, he really embodied what Thor would be, and even in the transitions and the character development, even though I thought it went a little quick in the character development, honestly, he did an excellent job. When he was Thor, man, he was Thor. It was awesome. And let me tell you this, he really knows how to use that hammer. They did some things I'd never even really thought about using a hammer for. I mean, it was just really, really cool. The Destroyer was very neat. I like one of the lines in there about that they make about Stark, because at first they make a comment about it that's kind of cool. Make sure when you watch the movie that you do stay past the credits to after the credits complete. They're going to have the typical Marvel scene, giving you an insight more into the Avengers movie really than into, you know, after Iron Man we got Thor. And so you would kind of expect maybe Captain America, but it's more towards the Avengers, and I'm not trying to give anything away there, so I'll shut up. It is a good movie. I really enjoyed Natalie Portman's performance. I mean, some of her facial expressions and the lilt in her voice, or lilt, excuse me, the lilt in her voice, I thought it was spot on. Anthony Hopkins, I mean, what can you say? The man is legendary, and there's a reason for it. Just really, the Warriors 3, they were kind of cool. I thought that, I'm trying to remember his name right now, Holstag. Was it Holstag? Is it Holstag, the very large one? He should have been bigger, in my opinion. I mean, far more rotund. But the rest of them, they really did a good job. The girl who played Lady Sif did a good job. I guess I mixed up my Star Wars there for a second. But all in all, I recommend you go see this movie. Now, I saw it in 3D, and they were having trouble with their machine, and to be honest, it was a bit of a pain in the rear end, because sometimes it would be blurry and sometimes it wouldn't, and I'm planning on going to see the movie again, because I do think it might be worth a second look. Seeing it twice, definitely once, but I'm probably going to go see it on 3D IMAX, because man, it really was a spectacle. Some of the worlds they created, Asgard was magnificent. The Frost, I forget what the Frost world is called, But all in all, go see this movie. And I'm not even really a Thor fan. I just was going to support the movie to say, hey, I like it when you make superhero movies. I want you to keep making them. Next up will be, I believe, the X-Men First Class, which I'm still on. But this movie was definitely worth seeing. It was a lot of fun. S.H.I.E.L.D. has a very active presence in it, and they did a good job with that. So, really, take a look at Thor and tell them Doc Owens sent you. And remember, be extraordinary, and next time we'll be talking some serious toys. See you then.